everybody. Quick disclaimer, I know I look pretty rough. Basically, I already had this video filmed. I'm having to film it again after I got back from work because something happened with the original video. But to get that out of the way, today for my demonstration speech, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do your eyebrows because nobody wants to come out of quarantine looking like a Wookiee. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to measure your eyebrows, how to fill in your eyebrows, and how to trim your eyebrows. So to just kind of give you guys background, I am professionally trained in how to do eyebrows. I had been getting my eyebrows done for about 6 years. Got trained by a lovely woman named Glorieta, who taught me through the Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're a whole eyebrow company. I use pretty much all of their products. They have like this really cool like on the go little one that you can use. Super cool. And I'm pretty much going to be using all of their stuff today. But, so yeah, I am professionally trained by a woman named Glorieta, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do your eyebrows yourself. So, just to start with, we're going to measure our eyebrows. And the purpose of this is to make sure that you don't take off too much eyebrow. So, for example, I'm going to use this little brush and this spoolie and some eyebrow powder. Now, the eyebrow powder that I'm using is pretty much a shade darker than anything I would ever use. And that is for the purpose of you guys being able to see it pretty clearly in this lighting. So you're going to take your brush and you're going to take this little crease of your nose and you're going to go straight up, as straight as you can possibly make it. And you're going to make a line. And then that's where your eyebrow should start. And then the crease where your nose meets your lip, you're going to go straight up from there, and you can kind of use the corner of your eye as a guide. You can see that I kind of align it through the corner of my eye to make it straight, and then there's where your eyebrow should end. The purpose of this is so that you know not to take off anything further here. You don't want your eyebrow to start like way back here, and you don't want to have eyebrow down here. So you kind of have a map of where it should start and where it should end. Now, we're also going to take a little bit of powder and we're going to take it a step further, and I'm going to go from the very tip of my nose and I'm going to go through my pupil of my eye. I'm going to look in my little mirror that I have right here so I don't mess it up. And you can kind of see that little dot up there. So if you need more examples, there's actually a video on Sephora's YouTube channel that has an Anastasia trained person who's doing this kind of, I think, even in more detail. I personally watched it a lot when I was still learning how to do this. Could be helpful. Now to continue on, now that we've measured our eyebrow and we know where it should start and where it should end, we're going to fill it in. So we're going to start with this sort of natural line down here that you already see, and we're going to follow that natural line all the way up to the arch. And then we're going to do the same thing all the way down. Now you want to follow your natural shape and then you just kind of fill in the sparse areas. I don't really have anything missing, but you want to follow your natural shape. We do not want to do what they did in the 20s, which according to Vogue, in the 20s, they used to pluck out their entire eyebrow and completely draw it back on, which sounds painful. We're not going to do that today. We're going to follow our natural shape and work with what we got. So you're just following the bottom line and your natural shape is best. So now I have an extremely dark eyebrow. You have sort of this outline, right, of exactly how you want the shape to be. So I'm going to take, wrong side. I'm going to take these Anastasia tweezers, and I love them because they're super sharp. You can actually take your hand right here, and if you pull it like this, you can pluck out anything down here that is outside of your lines. That's how you know what you want to take off. That's why we measure, that's why we fill it in. Is now anything outside of those lines is what we want to take off, and I don't have a lot because I just did my eyebrows the other day. But that's how we know anything that's not in this bottom line that we made, you're going to take off with your tweezers. If you struggle with this in particular, they actually also have these little stencils, which are really cool. You would basically just like line it up to your eyebrow like that, and it helps you fill in and know where to start, where to end. Now for the final step of the trimming process, so the final step, if you will, is I take this little razor. It's just this beauty razor. They're super cheap. I love them. And you can go straight up to where your line is and just go straight down. And that takes anything off. This will take Peach Fuzz everything off. You can do it that way. You can tweeze it out if you want to do it that way. I find this way the simplest. And then I'm also going to do this a little bit because I already have very dark brows. So to show you guys kind of the final product a little bit better, I'll take a little bit of this makeup off, not all of it, but a little bit, and then brush it back out. And ta-da! You now have a perfectly groomed brow, exactly like how they'll do it at your wax bar or whoever tweezes your eyebrows, or if you get your eyebrows threaded. And just repeat on the other side, and you guys have beautiful brows for super cheap. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope it was helpful.